Hello and welcome to this tutorial on using Copilot in Microsoft Excel. Copilot comes with recent editions of Excel. So you can find it in the cloud-based Excel in Office 365 or the desktop version if you have Office 365 or one of the latest versions. So Copilot is here. If I click on it, okay, it should bring up this thing on the right side here. And as you can see, it says I only work with files that have autosave turned on. So I'm going to click turn on autosave. And it wants me to choose OneDrive location. So I just accept my default OneDrive location here. And it's going to upload the spreadsheet to the OneDrive so that it's working with the OneDrive version. So once that's done, I have this data set here that I want to analyze. And so I can use Copilot or various other Excel add-ins to analyze this data that we'll see as we go along. Some of them you can see I've installed a few add-ins. There's the analyze data here, but the emphasis today is on Copilot. So with Copilot here, it gives you some suggestions um, to get you started, or you can give it your own custom instructions. And so I already created some prompts that I want to give it just to make this more efficient. So I'm just going to copy my prompt here, but you can feel free to ask it any question about your data, and it will go ahead and do that for you. So first, I want to find out, I wanted to ask it to summarize key sales trends from this data set. So I paste that and I run it, and let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so once it generates sales insights had a prompt, I can insert the result into a new sheet. So right now I want to summarize the key sales trends from this particular data set. And when it's done, I will see some results here. So let me scroll. Okay, so there it is. So you can see it created um, a graph summarizing this. So sales amount versus date of purchase. So I can see for different dates how the sales trended. And so I can decide to add this to a new sheet. Okay, so I'm going to add that to a new sheet. So this is the first the response to the first prompt. I just put it in a new sheet here. And so I'm going to do the same thing for my second prompt. I want to create a chart that shows total sales by region. Obviously, you can do this without asking Copilot, but since the emphasis of this tutorial is to show what Copilot can do, I'm just going to go through using the prompts to do that. So second prompt is this one here. And okay, so let's wait for it to analyze the data and then create a chart that shows total sales by region. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it can create, so this is what I came up with, east, north, south, west, and then the total sales for each of those regions. And so again, I can click here to add a new sheet. It tells you what it did. I created a pivot chart that shows the total sales by region and then did a chart of that. And so you can use some of these suggestions like show total sales amount by date or purchase as a line chart or just accept one of its suggestions. Here, I'm just going to again insert or add this to a new sheet. And this is the result of a second prompt. And then the third prompt here, I want top 5 customers by total sales. So let me again copy that prompt and go back here and paste it. And I think I did not copy it, so let me copy it actually. Top five customers by total sales. Okay, here. Okay, so if I run this again, let's see what it looks like. Okay, so obviously this is just showing that you can ask um, you can ask Copilot questions. So right now, what it's telling me is these it's telling me the steps. Okay, select the data range, go to insert tab, create a pivot table, um, and it's telling me what to do. Um, but I wanted to execute the steps. So I'm going to tell it that I want it to execute the steps, and let's see if it does it. So you can talk to it like you're talking to somebody who understands. So it's saying that in this particular example, it cannot execute the steps directly, but it guides me through. So I should select the range of the data and then insert pivot table and then drag the customer into rows, sales amount into values, um, and then sort by that. Okay, so I'm going to do that and filter pivot table to show the top five. Okay, so I did this earlier and it worked, but I increased the number of rows of data, and I think that's why it's acting up. So I'm just going to follow the instructions. Go to insert here, pivot table from this range, and I want it in a new worksheet. And it said, okay, so we wanted top five customers by total sales. So it said put the customers, the customer name in rows and sales amount here. And so these are the customers. And I want top five. So you can right click here and you can go to sort, and we want to sort by total sales. So I'll go to more sort options, and I want to do the top five um, by total sales. Sales amount. So actually, this will be, if I'm doing sales amount, I'll go from smallest to largest, but I want the largest to smallest. So I change that and I click OK. So you can see that this is sorted from the largest to smallest. I can also um, filter the pivot table to show only the top five items. So if I go back here to sheet three, okay, I can filter this to show only the top five. Obviously, um, I have various options. Uh, I can use, let's see here. I can right click here and um let's see. I want to filter to show only the top five. So I can apply that filter here. So let's see. Sales amount. Let's see sales amount. If I were to drag this here, and I don't want all of them. So uh, yeah. Okay, so bottom line is I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are my top five when I sort them using the sales amount. And I'm going to highlight this. And obviously, I know whose um, values these are. So um, value filters. Um, I can choose the value filters and top five. So something like that. Top 10. I want top five items by sales amount. Okay, so That's the top five by sales amount. And so, yeah, that's how you would do that. And then the last one, the last prompt I have is to generate a pivot table that shows the sales by customer and region. So again, you could do it like I did following the steps, but if Copilot can do it, that saves you some time. So I'm gonna let Copilot attempt to do it. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so I have this data set and I'm just going to wait for it to finish what it's doing. But obviously, so it came up with something, analyze. It said I analyzed A1 through F31. Here's what I found. So the question was, give me a top five customers by total sales. Well, actually, the last prompt was pivot table that shows sales by customer segment and region. So um, let's go here and I can add this result to the new sheet. So this is a pivot table of sales by customer segment and region as requested. Okay, so you can ask it to do pretty much anything you want, and it'll either do it or if it cannot, it will tell you why, and it might give you steps like it did for this one here to actually do it manually yourself. So that's that. We'll look at um, some add-ins and this analyze data, which is built in subsequent videos. So like and subscribe to the channel to receive notifications when I post the next video, and I'll see you in the next one.